Now the next one is our third team. The healthcare startup Fleming MedLab will come on stage and join me. All right, you have 3 minutes. Jumpstart your dreams now.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Edwin, co-founder of Fleming MedLab. We help stroke patients to walk again. We know stroke affects a huge population. A lot of them have physical impairments, but over half of them cannot walk afterwards. This leads to a lot of physical disability, depression, and suicide attempts. Sounds scary, but luckily we know the reason why. This is due to the foot drop issue keeps them from falling all the time. With 8 times higher risk of falling, it always leads to a second stroke. But the current market doesn't have good options. They are always too bulky and expensive. What we do instead is use this robot to mechanically lift up the ankle to provide the strength to kickstart motion. And it only moves when the sensor detects the human intention from the patient. At the same time, we have these patches to attach on the muscles to electrically stimulate the muscles to amplify the neural signals from brain to feet, but also to kick the signals back to the brain to stimulate the brain cortex. We now have 3 patents to protect the hardware and also collecting data for the software. And you can see in mere 7 to 10 sessions, we can already see improvements. And after what we've closed last month, the first trial, we see 2 things. First, the foot drop issue is alleviated. The ankle strength and muscle volume has increased. Second, the speed and stability dramatically improved. What we do now is that because they don't really need other people to hold their hands, it's very labor efficient. While they're moving, we're also collecting the data for both desktop and the mobile application for therapists and family members to keep track of the treatment progress, content, and predicting the results. Overall, this portable device allows therapists to finally do house calls and also free their hands for more tailored treatments and also increase the overall transparency. What you're seeing now is only the stage 1 inpatient treatment. Afterwards, we also have the home-based rehab products and also therapy advice software. But we are also designing this product to spin off for other physical disabilities. Ultimately, stage 4, we're doing tele-rehab. Under this market, we're looking at $250 billion, and we address it with a B2B method. Next year, we're focusing on conducting our second trial and doing some sales pipelines in Q1 and Q2 in Hong Kong. We're also looking at getting the FDA clearance in mid-next year. As for the model, we sell to organizations one by one, but for clinics, we also offer the rental model. We're predicting 5.5 million revenues in 2 years' time. As for a team, I'm from physics, from engineering background, and we also have Dr. Han, who's a biomedical engineer, and also Dr. Chen, who's a physical therapist. And here we have some tractions and some media exposure, as well as some recognitions from different parties. Thank you very much. At the same time, Dr. Han will take our product up to the stage and show you guys more in details. Please.
Thank you very much. In the meantime, judges, please present your questions.
Hi, this is Johnny Yun from MTR Lab. Yeah, can you tell me more about, what your potential customer feedback is, based on your current product status?
Sounds good. Thank you very much. The most prominent feedback is that they have never seen anything similar in the market. So there are 2 kind of spectrums within hospitals and clinics. Those 2 kinds of spectrum, either they are very low end, like sticks, canes, and Lego boxes. They can only do some manipulative tasks, but they are not too effective, all right? And even when you talk about the Taobao, Jingdong, those you can buy for maybe $1,000, they are not effective at all because they don't connect to the brain. Then we look at the other spectrum of the high-end products. Those exoskeletons really like Iron Man suits from Marvels, right? But those are actually for spinal cord diseases, traumatic brain injuries. Those things are actually worsening some conditions of stroke patients because of stroke patients are half paralysis on left or right. So these are the feedback we got from the therapists that they actually see something useful in this they never see in the market.
Hello, hi, this is Wesley from Convolve Ventures. This is a great technology. Can you let us know a little bit more about your current pricing structure and how you can actually get it down to make it more applicable to general public?
Definitely. Thank you, Wesley. As for selling to government, hospitals and clinics, we do this one-off model selling under $30K US dollar. But then for the clinics, some of them, they don't have 24/7 patients. So we offer rental model. Around 15K Hong Kong dollar a month, they can rent the entire sets. But then for the sustainability, for financial sense, looking at your right side, the subscription model is mostly for the therapy advice software. And because of the entire go-to-market structure, we also have some home-based product and software that are offering to the domestic market in the future. But those home-based market will be dramatically lowered, like under 10K Hong Kong dollar per sets.
Hi, this is Jimmy from Validian again. It sounds a bit discouraging, but in the past 10 years, I think I've seen so many of these similar companies in Hong Kong through the judging panel, and none of them still exist in Hong Kong.
Right.
Why you are different from them?
Thank you, Jimmy. I believe that after what we're referencing on the previous cases, a lot of them are just focusing solely on the product development instead of the market development. And one of the feedback we got from the user is that if you're developing just one sole product alone, it doesn't really help a huge bit, because stroke rehabilitation, or by extension, a lot of physical disability, is not just about the inpatient process. It's a great entry point and the starting point, but after they discharge, you still need to complete the entire cycle for the patients. So I see a lot of the previous cases, the companies, they are only focusing on either outpatient or either inpatient, very narrowed. But what we are trying to do is to complete the entire cycle with the same mechanism and the support system from the therapist.
Hi, this is Carmen from Click Ventures. I want to ask, did you ever talk to insurance company?
Oh, thank you, Carmen. We spoke about some kind of special policy that could be made using these kind of products, but mostly they see this product as like a treadmill or like a traditional rehab tool. So the patients can just go to their insurance company to claim their sessions, like 8 to 10 sessions, but doesn't really take into the effect of what kind of treatment that particular therapist used in the session.
Any other questions by judges? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for the
everybody.
sharing.